We're back with another Endless Legend video. I do realize it has been a bit. I haven't been playing this as much, but I did get a pair of requests for 2 videos total. The first is a diplomatic victory. They suggested the Drakken, which makes sense. Drakken are the best for it as far as I know. So that's what this video is. And then the second video request was for necrophages on at least impossible difficulty for domination, and I'll do an endless video of that. Hopefully sometime in the next week or two. I'm also curious in general what kind of videos people want to see. I know people have come here for StarCraft 2, Overwatch, 7 Days to Die, Endless Legend, Civ 6, Civ 5. But if people want to see particular types of videos, please let me know. I'm mainly playing Overwatch and StarCraft 2 these days, and then I'm GMing Pathfinder using a program called Fantasy Grounds, so I'm not playing Endless Legend or the Civs or 7 Days to Die as much. If people want to see Overwatch highlight reels, if they want to see full matches competitive, right now I'm in Diamond, hoping to get my way back up to Masters this season. But yeah, so let me know about what kind of stuff people want to see. Left 4 Dead, sorry, did I say Left 4 Dead earlier? 7 Days to Die. Apparently Alpha 16 is coming out. I might give it another shot at that point, as you might recall if you've listened to this channel. Wasn't so thrilled with the most recent Alpha. I started in Alpha 13, I liked it. Alpha 14, I liked most of it. Alpha 15 I didn't really like, that's where it is now. But Alpha 16 will change things again a lot, probably for the worse, going by what I've seen on the forums, but I'm willing to at least try it. Anyway, so we can see here, everything here is on default. You see I'm spamming the default button. Except the difficulty is endless. Empire 6 on size 6 map, which is the default. Everything here is default. Yeah, you need to put difficulty at endless, because that changes it to normal. So whatever, game speed normal, Empire 6, endless, everything else, default, default, default. Here we go. So just to talk a little bit about some of our goals here, we're going to be trying to get probably 3 cities early on. We're not going to worry about so much about the wonders. Our overall goal is mainly just to get to the alliance technology and get a lot of influence. Those are really the only 2 things that matter for diplomatic victory. The alliance, I guess, is nice, but technically I'm not even sure we really need it. Because the main thing is the amount of, I mean, it helps. Being an alliance certainly helps, and it's nice to not have to worry about being attacked immediately from an alliance, don't get me wrong. Okay, so what do we got here? Spiral rock peel and geothermal pit, salt desert. I'm kind of liking that spot right there. Probably. And we got a life tree if we went there. I'm just exploring around in our starting region. Looks like we have titanium, possibly not anything else. And if we started there, gives a lot of production. We can't get there in 1 turn. It actually looks like it. I mean, the approval would be better, and that would be nice. But it would make more sense to expand that, I think. We could have a fine city just going right there. That'd be plenty. Okay, I like that. See, we're getting a lot of production. Not much dust, but that's fine. The approval is good. We're going to want to get a better governor ASAP, but we'll put him here for now. Just to help speed things up and feed things initially. Science is going to be one of our priorities. In fact, we don't start with the library, which is unfortunate. You'll see that if we do a mill foundry, it'll cost that. You see that that'll say, that means, like, on one hand, that's okay. I'm trying to debate, I probably need to just pump out 2 settlers pretty much ASAP. Trying to remember how to do this right now. It's been a long time since I played Drakken on this kind of difficulty that's not just multiplayer and messing around. So make the Founders Memorial. That's probably worth building. Mill Foundry might be worth doing as well. We can try to let ourselves grow up to 3 pop. So we're going to want science here, right? I mean, how many science tiles do we have? We only have 2 actual science tiles, and we don't have an unspoiled ruin. That would have been nice. I forgot that. I mean, it's just so far out of the way there, right? We didn't have one, but we'll get to it. So we're going to be lacking on some influence there, which is less than ideal, but I think that these 2 bonuses are really going to be powerful. So let's go for like this, maybe. To start. Get science, get production, get more science. And we're going to need both of those. And we're going to need mercenary markets, so we have to give up something here. We can't afford all of these. I mean, we're going to want Alchemist Furnace and the Luxury, presumably. But I can leave this off for now. That and Topography is probably the weakest of those beyond that. Cultivation isn't amazing, but it's still good. It's cheaper than Public Granary, doesn't cost glass steel. There's a lot of advantages. Okay, so let's see what we managed to find exploring here. We're not too concerned about how great our cities are in terms of the location. We mainly just want the cities pretty quickly. So we have 1 anomaly there, a wizard stone, that's good. I could plant a city right there and get access to that region. That's not bad. How's this region up here looking? What's looked... This looks like a desert region. This could be very promising. I don't know. We'll see. We have until turn 20 for the minor factions to start making their way out, so... I'm just not really impressed with this desert region. There's a lot of tiles that don't have dust on them down here. I'm liking the idea of that up here. They're probably this region. Go for that first, so that orange isn't quite as close. Orange settled in a spot that lost 2 tiles in their capital because they're idiots, so probably try to get that first. Orange might beat us to it, so that's a very real possibility. Because it goes fast on Endless. So let's think about this, right, for a moment. If we're talking about settlers, the Mill Foundry will give us 6 base production. Right now we have 3.6 from Happy. So we'd have 24. That boosts up to 30. 30 with a 15% bonus would be 33.5, right? Sorry, 34.5. So we'd basically gain 7 production, plus we'd get an additional 15% on Mill Foundry. So really we'd be at a 30% bonus on that 30. And that takes us up to 39, so we gain 12 production a turn. So it takes us 6 turns to pay back. A settler would take, for popping out... The other problem, right, is we kind of want to wait until we get to 3 pop might not be bad either. So if we make this first, it's going to have to grow back up anyway, and then make the Mill Foundry. But getting that started, you know what, we're going to go for it. We're just going to try to send out the settler and claim that territory super fast. Let's see if we can manage to beat. We got the haunts. Got some dust. So none of these are really going to be great for the dust transmitter. I guess that's our best bet up there. It is what it is. So let's get him back more towards home. Where did we already meet the haunts? Silix. Whatever. Maybe it was last turn. So we gain some money by not having them together. And this city isn't going to be amazing, but it'll give a decent chunk of science. It's mainly there just to have it. Drakken lanes are still leveling up slowly. We're not really concerned with them in the long term. And then it'll take 2 turns to grow. We'll build the mill foundry in the meantime. We're going to change the settler. Give them improved movement, which you can retrofit there, so we gain 25% faster movement. Although we can get over there. Oh, that's potentially bad. Because there are mages, the dicks, they're going to attack us. My city now. Now he can't attack us without declaring war on us, which they are at least nominally less likely to do. We're going to change that back to save on the production cost. I am all about the harmony. Our general leveled. We're actually going to use him as a general longer term. He's good for that. He's not so great for just about everything else. 4 turns to get that up. And now we're going to go ahead and try this. Okay, so we can't even benefit from the food here, so we're going to bring our general over here. You know what, we'll try negotiating. What do they want? 8 titanium. I don't want them to mess with us in the meantime, is the problem. So, and they already destroyed that village down there, so... We failed it, but both of these villages are pacified. We're good. As you might have noticed, by the way, I don't have Tempest or Shifters enabled. I just prefer playing without them. Shifters I don't hugely care one way or the other. Tempest I actively dislike. I also can't help noticing that I have no luxuries in either of these places, and unless there's one down there, there doesn't seem to be any there. And I don't know what's going to be in that region yet. We will find out. So we can get to the Seriton. next era. Orange is expanding. What do you guys want? 3 minor faction units. I don't think that's going to happen, sorry. And I just completed the Drakken quest. I'll get the completion next turn. A new area, level up 2 Drakken units to level 2. Boom. Got 15 spices. Reach 10 influence to one of the cities. Now we're going to go back to here. We're going to add on our little thing, so now we can retrofit it again. This is what we're going to try to do. We're just going to hop up here. Well, it's an interesting question. How long would it take to get to there? I'd give more dust. Looks like I could make it either way, couldn't I? I think I'm going to go here just for the extra science, because those are only giving 1 dust. It's not that amazing. But in order to improve some aspects of the dust, I am going to do these. Get the mint up, to get the sewer system public library up. Because we're already getting like a good chunk of science from these cities. That's not going to be the problem. We can probably do like that. And this over here, we can get the Empire Mint up next as well. I don't know, something like that. So now we actually have some kind of severe money problems, don't we? Until we can get that sorted, I'm probably going to have to do this. And I want to clear out. They have Silix, so this is going to hurt a bit. I don't even have a single normal luxury. How crazy is that? I'm really down to losing 5 per turn. This will take longer, but we're getting the stuff going, at least. We're claiming land. I think this will pay off, but, you know, I apologize in advance if it doesn't. They want 50 dust. The problem is what's going to be the next part of the quest. They might demand to do something crazy. And I should get at least back to positive dust here, right? But they're going to spawn Silix. You know what, we'll go ahead and try it through the quest. That way we don't have to rebuild any of the villages, hopefully. It'll just take a few turns. He's going to chill here to intercept any Silix that have spawned. And if they attack him, he'll be able to defend with 2 reinforcements of militia. And I don't have nearly enough info. I guess I can get 20% more science. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for that. Just because right now we need the dust. Normally I would never do that. Here come the Silix. 28 dust per turn, minor improvement. I guess I could have gone and taken this out, couldn't I? And we win. Oh, no, sorry. We didn't even manage to win. Okay, now what? Okay, so now what are they going to want? Do I talk to the other Silex village someplace? Well, I guess we need to fight you then. That shouldn't be too bad. And it's going to... Ooh, we have another region over there that we're just going to really ignore for now. I want our capital to actually go back to cranking out stuff. It's going to need it. If I do this, we're going to go down to negative money again pretty quickly, aren't we? Yeah. This is one of the downsides, because the city's just, you know, city upkeep of 10, and somebody else specified 8 villages. Forgotten. Found 30 dust, yay! But these genomic labs aren't actually even going to be that amazing, frankly. I would like to try to get up some of this other stuff. Genomic labs is going to be very good. Money, money, money is the problem here. Oh, Medordan is about to get a huge bonus right here. From 3 that just got that. So now that's going to be able to crank through stuff a lot faster. Let's just explore up here real fast. Did not find anything that time. Alright, general though is cool. Here in the next era, yay. Hero-wise, oh, I don't think I can possibly get him in time. That really sucks. But you know what? We're going to try going for it. We have 4 turns at 60 gold per turn, basically. So 240 gold, but we need 360 for Waver Sigro. Oh, that sucks. Because Waver Sigro would be really good. Chief Sapper would be really good. Those two would both be really good. I'd probably go for Waver Sigro though. Waver Sigro, whatever. How much could I get for selling my current guy? Quite a bit, actually. I feel kind of bad for going, hey dude, you're cool and all, but get 96 for selling the Drakken lanes. And I make my money per turn. And we'll go ahead and put the hero here to help grow and defend it. That'll save us even more money. So now we're getting 70 per turn, so we should be able to afford a Waver at least. Okay, I need a science thing. What am I going to? Hydrology is always good, so is that. Central Market will help. Imperial Highway is important. We'll go for those first. $34 gold per turn, much better. And see what Chief Sapper should actually remain there next time. She should reappear basically because she's exclusive for us this time. Winter has arrived. Guess the good news is that the bugs are on the opposite side of the map from me right now. It's annoying to have the bugs in the game at all, but what can you do? Okay, we got you. It looks so much better already. What's going to lose pop? You're going to lose pop. Okay, we'll give you that. So overall we have 63 science at turn 30. I honestly don't know how that compares to what I usually have offhand. My main guess is not amazing. So cheap sapper we can afford in like 3 more turns, right? Cheap sapper I probably want to put up there, actually, but I'd like to get a science hero and I'd like to get an influence hero probably, or what I'm going to try to do. Oh, there's Pex Care and there's Chief Sapper. And there's Lore Master. Lore Master is new high priority. He gets influence boost 3. Sorry guys, but he's going to go there and he's going to help expand our city out for the dust transmuter. Then I'll try to get like Chief Sapper for there. I think I just finished the titanium. Alright, so you need to finish the sword to go up. Okay. Next turn we get Lore Master, right? You can see orange is still expanding. There's the Lore Master. Our influence is looking a lot better. And we get the food boost, so we don't need to keep a person on that. What do we want to assimilate? Haunts are probably going to be better long term. But for now, grabbing Silix seems pretty decent. Yeah, sure, we'll go with Silix. So that way we're getting extra as well for that. Okay, so we need to we can expand here. And we're going to be going that way overall, right? So this will work to start, that way we don't lose any approval either. And if we're talking about armies, yes, theoretically the Archmages could attack us, but we can try to force truce if necessary. The other thing to keep in mind, right, is that if the Endlzia really wants to come after you at turn 30, you're probably dead no matter what. So Drakken are better set off to defend against that with its abilities. Then we get either get Pex Care or Chief Sapper. And 4 more turns. And then we'll be a little less dust hungry. But hey, it's summer. do we not have the museum built already? This is endless difficulty, yeah. It's endless difficulty. Okay, that's kind of weird. I don't expect this to work, but kind of a why not try it at this point. I could get the museum. I think I can get the museum by about turn 40. How much do I need for that? I need 180 influence to get the minus 33 cost reduction. And in 4 turns I will not quite have that as is, but I'm getting the sewers, which will help, and I can always shift people over. So then the question is going to be, are they about to declare war on me, and do I need to force the truce? So I'm going to put the money to this. I'm going to put this aside for a few turns. Just in case they declare war. See, they already have 30 units. We have the military ministry of the Empire plant at level 2. We're not going to do that for a bit. Sorry. I mean, like, there's no way I should have the museum even available at this point, so this is kind of crazy. I guess it's because the whole map is, like, super terrible for resources or something. I don't know, like, this, like, I have no luxuries in these 3 cities, and I only have 2 total strategics for these 3 cities. So that's really bad, too. I don't know if there was a patch that I didn't notice that nerfed things even more, even when not playing Tempest. But we're getting plenty of influence here. Go ahead and shift back. Now we're going to lose that money though, because oh wait, we can do that? Yeah, sure. We have a decent war chest already built though, so I'm gonna say no to the money. This will hurt our income, but we should finish the museum really quickly here. Turn 42. It'll go down to 1 turn here. For 5 turns to 1 turn. They're warning us. Okay. Down to 27 positive gold per turn. That's fine. I'd like one of those science chicks, but if I get another influence person instead, I'm not going to be upset. It's kind of what this was. And okay, I managed to get that. How crazy is that? I should never have gotten that. I'm sorry. But I never should have gotten that. Okay, you know what? In the vein of stuff that should not be happening, we're just going to go ahead and continue on to the Megapole. Megapol's not as crazy for not having it yet, but in a multiplayer game, you couldn't wait this long to get it. Somebody would have taken it before now. So with the museum, we're still only at 39 positive per turn. And if we wanted Peck's Care or Chief Sapper, we're looking at 3 more turns. Okay, so we can afford that in 3 turns. I probably should have just taken the influence hit though. That way I could have had people on more production. Peace wouldn't be nice to have that. I mean, there's 4 right there. What else do I want? I mean, Granary would be good. I'd like the ancients too. Peace is going to be important for just being able to get cheaper deals. Well, cheaper deals technically isn't even as important, but... So I don't know, maybe I'll even skip the ancient for now since I'm not really going to try to conquer. I don't think I'm going to really need it. Glory of Empire from even more influence wouldn't hurt, but I think I'm going to wind up with a lot of influence anyway pretty soon with public works and such. I don't know if I'm going to be buying stuff out though. We'll just go for this first. Also get... I mean, normally prisoner slaves and volunteers is good. I just don't know how much I'm actually going to be buying out this game. I'm not going to have a ton of income. So maybe I just grab that. That would work. So I get more food, I get more influence, I get the ability for peace, I get imperial coinage, and I get meritocratic promotion just so I can have larger armies. Era 2 is always the most crowded era. So I have one more turn like this. And one more turn. I'd be at 55, 62, so that might actually not be enough. It's just increased income from finishing other stuff, or decreased income from finishing other stuff. That's the difference between 5 turns or not. Though, you know, we're just gonna play it safe. We're going to grow in 3 turns anyway, so whatever. Okay, so we got that. Now we'll pick up Cheap Sapper. Cheap Sapper will go here instead of Archivist. Now we have a lot of science. We'll go right of way up as well. Right away is going to be more important, I think, than the other things, so we're going to focus on that. Right of way should go up here as well, probably there. Can I shift any money there? Okay, that leaves me literally positive 1 income. Gives me +7 at least. No wait, it's going to be worse because of that. I forgot about that. So you have 28 production, you have 28, they have equal production right now. We'll do that. Basically, if we lose the Megapole, then we get a bunch of dust anyway, so, you know, it's not a big deal. And we have slightly more cost, but we also get more food and more influence from Lore Masters, so it's all working out. Currently at 202 science. 6 turns for those rights of way. I've been banned from the market. That okay. I don't even have Imperial coinage yet, and I already bought the hero I needed. It's not as big of a deal. Oh, roaming army in there setting fire to my stuff. How lovely. Well, Orange hasn't bothered killing them, and I don't. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, we're gonna get that in place here. Okay, we picked that up. Okay then. Well, that is kind of strange. Now we get another bonus from the terrain forest. So we're basically just going for that, and this will actually finish first. The right-of-way will finish before those 4, even though it says 5, just because of the gain of production here. Alright, I can't even see what heroes are available until I resolve the market ban. See, it's already down to being tied. I guess it might tie then. It'll either tie or finish faster. And when that happens, we should have our money issues temporarily resolved. I guess it'll be the same turn. Not gonna quite finish. Oh well. Okay, what else are we going to want? Burrow system. Happiness shouldn't really... Happiness is potentially a problem in our main capital, okay, because of that. So Central Market wouldn't be bad, Burrow Street wouldn't be bad either. Go ahead and get the Fervent, guarantee the Fervent. Which way do we want to go is the question. Probably this way first. That says 7 turns, but it's about to decrease pretty significantly. We're at -6, oh no, but then we're at 23, oh yes. Declaration of war. No, I don't think so. We do not fear the pain of war, but see that we must accept this truce. Yes, you must accept the truce. Deal with it. Is there anything we can do to get more money is one of the main questions here. I'm trying to get my influence back up so I can afford the Empire plan correctly. I guess we can do that. Look, we just went up to 7, yay, because we're fervent. I think that's because of that, right, yeah. It's more the bonus of the other stuff. And we get new influence from anomalies. Roving Advance has produced all the strategic resources, or at least the first 4. Feels bad. See, we're gone down to 4 turns there. Labor Sigro is going to start leveling up crazy. Unfortunately, Leader of Leaders, first hero to level 8, he might have had a chance to do that, but not going to be able to do so now. Unfortunate. We're down to 1. Curse bounty, we didn't succeed, that's fine. And we are 2 techs away from Era 3, at which point we're going to be cranking out an army from Mess Wayer. Whenever Siguror Boy goes up another level. Now we just get some raw 6 production. So if we want to need that, we'd need to get at 60. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. That would give us 240. We probably could afford that. Yeah, 4 turns, we can get to 240. So in fact, you know, we would go bankrupt though if we did this before the time hit. So that's 33, that's 54. -4 will work. Hell, -10 will work. Irresponsible generosity. You're trying to get me to pay you 20 glass steel to remove the market ban. No. Just no. We have 2 turns for that. This is an interesting question. Do I build Harmonites? Or do I build Drakken lanes? So 140 versus 112. 36, 46. I might just go with the... So we have slow, which means -1 battle movement, but the AI is going to charge toward us anyway. So that might be worth it. So we can either have stun, gives us a huge attack bonus, or we can have sweep strike back. Well, that just means we really are definitely going to go last. Still, that's a lot of extra damage. Extra attack. Probably better to go for the sweep strike back, though. Because that allows us to return. You got attacker and opponent's next to... yeah. Okay. But then the problem is we're going to be just short. I mean, can we turn that down to 1 turn somehow? I imagine the answer is no, but... yeah, even putting everything on it, we still can't do that. So, oh well. We can grow there in 1 turn. So if we grow, then we can build another burrow streets. Okay, that works. Not ideal, but it works. Oh no, me with my weak military are not numbered among them. Whatsoever shall I do? Okay, so we got We do have Titans bonds at least. Okay, that's not quite as bad as it could have been. Still less than amazing. Armor Knights, we're going to win tier 3. So let's just see what basically this winds up looking like if we add all of these. So 198, 182, 50, 60, so we have better defense there, right? But a lot worse damage. I think I'll take the offense. Okay, so the first thing we're probably going to want to do... This isn't actually really set up that well for the dust transmuter yet. So let's go for a little bit more dust first. Then we'll grab science and we'll grab some influence. Do you want peace? Not like that. Can I offer you something to get peace? I don't want to do that yet, not until I set the Empire plans. So far though, 344 science. How's it compared to everyone else? It's actually pretty not bad compared to everyone else. Okay, so we said we're gonna do that. Though, if we're about to get the dust refiner, I don't know if we really actually need it. And if we save it, then that'll allow us to advance our Drakken plan. So we're going to do that. I don't know how much our military just jumped up with that one unit. Not very much. If we look at their units, we see like 186 life, 80 attack, 50 defense, 72 damage. So ours can at least stand toe to toe with them, and we can crank these out really fast now. Defeat 3 armies. An army led by a Drakken hero. A bit of braggart, if you ask me. Let's get a pair of Harmonites and we'll add them to our... We'll send them out and we'll attach our Drakken general to them. Looks like the bugs ate him up. We do get that, which we can use to add on some happiness to our empire for 10 turns. So there's something, and hey, we're no longer negative on income, so that's nice. So our income there is -2, 12, and 47. There are several levels, and we get building reduction cost. Then we'll get raw industry bonuses, but we did just lose our influence, which is okay. Don't panic. So we're up to 43 per turn now. Which means I can turn everything into just production. I want to try to find the Nidia roaming around instead of attacking that. I want to take those Nidia out. Nidia, where are you? I'm still market bound, aren't I? Yeah. So not a roaming band of Nidia around here anywhere? Kind of disappointing if so. Oh, you really like Dust Outposts and Dust Refinery. So if I give you Dust Refinery, what would you give me? You'd almost give me Smelting Station. So then if I tagged on Diplomat's for Peace, you'd be fine with that. Adamantine you don't care about. How much do you care about this dust, out of curiosity? So I could get 400 dust from you for that, for spending this. I like this idea. I'm gonna go for it. And if I remember correctly, that should boost our diplomatic victory points up. Guess we're at 321 points, right? Let's see what it is next turn after that. Or maybe that's already updated, I don't really know. We're still at truce for 7 turns. It gives me 7 turns to prepare to get us to peace. We do one for a map exchange. Topography, okay. And then we just need to get peace with the Ardent Mages, which we'll force if we have to. And we are still market banned, aren't we? So, market ban removal. Could be undone with Glory of Empire, or whatever. And this is a way to test, so diplomacy, right, was 321. Let's see what it becomes next turn. It should jump up quite a bit. And we got Benevolent Emperor somehow. I guess because everyone else is below 100, okay. And the AI always gets that. Public Granary for market ban removal. I'll do that. Let's check. So now we're up to 15% because diplomacy is up to 315. Sorry, 382. means we can now build Benevolent Emperor as well. Just tag this in all to our growing queue. There's another NVIDIA village. They also not have any guys flying around? Apparently not. I mean, because these are only 2 armies. If I defeat those, that's the problem. I'm trying to find the 3. Oh hum. And then we get a little bonus to everything. Just over harvesting. That sucks. What do these guys even want? 16 glass steel. The question is, what's the point of the pacifications at this point? Not really that much, unless I actually settle here. And you see all these anomalies in this region? Oh wait, you don't, because there doesn't even seem to be a single anomaly in the entire region for some reason. I'm less than impressed. And I already have Titan's Bones, and I already have like all of this, so I think I'd rather get the quest credit bonus. There's 1 out of 3 armies down. Can build those 2. Leave that one. You want to leave one of the lookout towers not done, if no one's ever heard that before. Otherwise it bugs out. I thought they were already wiped out, but okay. I'm sorry to see the vultures got wiped out again. This might be the first time I've been upset about them not having. I guess it's probably, that's over there, yeah, okay. We will leave that as is for the moment. 96 gold. Dust per turn, sorry, not gold, please forgive me. We'll get Burrow Streets up again. The bookworks is also going to be important. You can take that to speed things up a bit. Wine is worn off, but you are actually not as happy as I would have thought you would be. Again, this is kind of due to the fact that I literally have 0 luxuries. But looks like I can get more wine. Just to tide us over for now. We are now in a Cold War with Orange. Orange, what would you like for peace? I can't bribe you with any individual item, it looks like. So what about 2? Statistical methods you value. Smelting station, I can give you that, I suppose. What I'd really like to do is give you diplomat's mans and something else. There we go. That works fine. Now for a map exchange. Mercenary market, that works. Is there anything you have that I really care about? Not hugely at the moment. That'll be something I deal with later once I have a lot of influence to burn. It should also up our income significantly since now we can send it to anywhere in orange or red. And our diplomatic victory is up to 460 points. Two Harmonite ruins, inspect that ruin which I was going towards anyway. Okay. So here's the next army that gets destroyed. Then I can't actually attack this village this turn, that'll have to wait till next turn. That'll give me my awakening bonus, but it'll give me even more influence. Oh look, there's 2 armies, I don't care. Easily destroy them. Research Elite 8 technologies from Era 2. I guess that doesn't trigger until next turn. Okay. Save them within 10 turns. This is one of the quests I've never really understood. It's like, okay, well, I'm here, how do you save them? I think haunts come to attack them or something. That's the idea. We're up to 68 influence per turn. About to go up significantly. Build the oological nursery on that. There we go. There's our haunt friends. Hi, haunt friends. How are you? Well, we killed those haunts, but apparently there are more, I guess. So right now we're at 25 from that city. We're actually getting more influence from this city over there. That's interesting. Alright, because of the royal leadership. Cold War from Bread. It's going to go for the general output right now. And we want to go back to peace. Sure, you can have highway outposts. So we're at 478. Looks like orange is going to swallow up light green, so purified by the weakness of its armies. Oh right, there's a bug with the Forgotten. You offer them any technology, they'll give you like anything you want for it because they value it infinitely. Forgot about that because I'm used to playing Forgotten and not bothering, so, you know, we're not going to abuse it. I'm just going to say, hey, how about that? We have 3 cities left. And I think that should bump up my diplomacy efforts by a little bit more again. Let's see how that actually winds up working out. Assimilate 2 minor factions. Should we have at least 6 villages? That works. And if we were going to settle over here, I guess we'd settle next to the ruins just for the endless excavation, I suppose. But it is crappy. Oh, there's more haunts over here. Just gonna send this army up, because why not? $322 income. Sable Blade is available. Sable Blade is good. Damage boost 2, army initiative boost 2. Though initiative boost 2 isn't quite as impressive in this context. I'll still pick her up because I don't really have anything else I really need to spend the money on right now. How much would it cost to buy the Titan's Bone Extractor? Not much. I'll go ahead and do that. Like, I just don't really need the money for other stuff right now. So if we can get Dust Alchemy next, then the question is what after that? I guess we can go for the Protectors of Origa and grab the Haunts. That fulfills our faction quest, so... Benevolent Emperor is a very low priority for these guys, is the thing. Our master's gone up in level, hip hip hurrah. So we can afford that if we want to keep it. Is there anything else we really want to change? Not really producing any units right now, right? So is that really so important? Well, we can't afford that. Happiness isn't really important, so maybe the building reduction buyout. This way you buy stuff out faster. Yeah, whatever. I'll just keep it the military. And that completed the quest. Okay, yay. Got that. Ooh, the Shard of Icaril. Now that is worth. Shard of Icaril makes Sable Blade amazing. So we have like 1, 2, 3 tiles. So dust transmuter for 3 tiles seems like it'd be a really bad deal. So we'll keep going with the Hogonites, I suppose. Maybe with Disable Blades, so she starts just leveling up a little bit faster. And we can give Saber Blade movement. We're going to give her different weapons, so we're not going to worry about improving that right now. You can 0 up to 110 influence per turn. Ghost Force. And some Palladium. Let's buy out the Blood Crystal Extractor just so it starts going. We have Moonleaf we can use too. Sure, let's go for it. They're now pacified. And we just saw Forgotten get completely wiped out. Let's just have you keep going down there and exploring ruins. That works. Weren't we supposed to get Dust Alchemy last turn? Maybe it's that 20% thing? I don't know. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see the Forgotten are wiped out. And then we'll probably see another message about how the Forgotten are wiped out again soon. I mean, let's see. This is still not like 8 tiles with the Dust Transmuter, but still better than nothing. And we could definitely use this expanding a bit. We have the money, so... I'm gonna buy out some of that stuff again, because like, what else are we really gonna spend the money on? I guess some new troops, but we're just kind of brute forcing it. So now we're up to 105 approval on Metaram. Oh, hey, we actually got some luxuries, but no Hyperium or Mithrite, though there is Hyperium over there. How interesting. Only that much Hyperium on the market. But the problem is if we go over there, I guess the Blood Crystal and Titan's Bone would be able to keep up. And I gotta get Settler done in 1 turn. Yes. I think we're gonna do that. And just settle over there for the Hyperium. It is what it is. I didn't want to initially, but we have no other source of stuff here, so. Now we can put that down there. That should allow us to walk up the cliff. It's one of the other benefits of doing that. So now the Harmonites can have the Claws of Dust. And that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can build more burrows, though. Though, I guess not if we let that settler go, right? Let's go with that. Let's get the burrow straight up first. Alright, I need to research something science-wise. What do I want to get? Imperial funding is... okay. It's not going to give me a ton, though, is the thing. Production line's important, though. Let's get those luxuries up, too. Probably something like that to start. Then we have 2 other techs of our choice. Alliance would be good. Alliance is probably going to be more important than those right there, so something like that. Then we'll decide on the last tech later. See, now we can hop right up. Yay. I'm not going to bother spending the money upgrading this until we actually need to. We'll have a settler done next turn that we send over there to get the Hyperion. Guess they have some Hyperion already, but only 10. Doesn't look like they want to give it up very easily either. Let's do that. Then we get another 10 Hyperion there, and boom. Now we have enough for the customs ministry at least. So the settler really isn't as important, but whatever. Oh, then we need to assimilate those guys for our quest. 23% of the way for the diplomacy victory. A lot of pop-ups. AOS0 leveled again. Probably could have gone Voint there, but whatever. Guardian is roaming in Valerian, wherever that is. I have the Spheroid of Drakken lore, which I can give to you, and I can give to you. That's all I can give to them. Keep the approval at fervent level. I think we can manage to do that, sirs. So this is, I can, until I can get, at 8 I can actually achieve that, can't I? Okay. Because the fourth one down is the one where approval starts going back up, is what I was insinuating there, even though I didn't really articulate it very well. I'm just trying to level her up. We have a settler done. We had improved movement 1, okay, so now what if we give you improved movement 3? Can retrofit you for 90, that works for me. And then... do I want to send you up here? Or down there? Probably down here, just for the enchanted forests. Could set it up right there. The city isn't going to be amazing by a long shot, but that's okay, it doesn't have to be. These are the kind of crappy lord keepers. We don't want either of you. Teen of the Chosen is okay, but we're probably just going to wait 6 turns to see if there's anything better pops up. So you guys are just chilling now. I don't know, go explore over here, I guess. Giving attack bonuses. And so level us up to level 3. But we need level 4. No, I should have gone the opposite way. Let's go back the opposite way for lust of loot. Okay, you can take a break from cranking out these units. Looks like it's going to take 2 turns either way though, right? National Crafts Work is going to come up in 2 turns anyway, so that actually winds up being okay. Okay, so what do we got here? No hero at the moment. I suppose we could give him our infantry check, couldn't we? You know what, let's try doing that. These are kind of outdated units anyway, so let's sell those. We're making better ones. Let's just put you here. Okay, so we're going to want all sorts of this good starting stuff. And we're going to want right of way. We're going to want blood crystal extractors. Blood crystal, I could just put a burial street on, like, right away, couldn't I? So let's just go with the Titan bones. I don't know, we can have you be building those. Can't lose pops or whatever. I don't think the city. If the city can be destroyed by losing pop, I guess we're about to find out the hard way. We'll see if it gives me a warning. That'd be hilarious in a terrible way if so. And the granary will finish though. So we just got her nearly all the way to level 4 with that. And now this will grow much more quickly. How cheap is adamantium? Adamantium is cheap. But can we spend influence on it instead? We only have 7. I don't have any. This is a very weird game. Why does nobody have any resources? Okay, we just bought that times 2. Finish that, finish that. National Craftsworks can be made here, as well as dust orchid. Those are kind of the priority. Central market would be important for you. Somebody's in the 5th era. No problemo. We actually have the highest science, though. Keeper Vegas is second highest. Keeper Vegas could pose a significant problem for a diplomatic victory here if he keeps conquering everyone. It's like, well, Your Honor, I tried to have a diplomatic victory, and the bugs ate everyone. Now we need to go over there. Create a new level 2 district. What to do? Hospitality turn in 3. Hospitality done in 3 turns. Oh, we can use these. That'll be nice. So now we're still at 25% on our diplomatic points. And we can see, by the way, I thought I'd listed it someplace here. Yeah, +4 diplomatic points in empires from peace. So that's literally per turn we're gaining, 5 diplomacy points, I believe. And we can test our theory out by looking next turn. We're at 616. If we're correct, it should go up to 621. $682, yeah, $684, much better. Wait, Sigurd no longer cares about winter. Can't reactivate Moonleaf though. Sable Blade though is level 4, excellent. War Master is continuing to get more influence. Can we undo? Not for one more turn, okay. Do we have any good heroes to put there? Ozek the Chosen, perfect. Influence boost 3. And she gets more influence per, population. She's even better than Lore Master, for the most part. But I can't assign her for one more turn. She gives 3 influence per turn and 3 extra per citizen. 3 extra per citizen is better than 6 more per district in most cases. Long term, I suppose it's about the same, but she gives a lot of other. She gives a raw influence boost as well. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm just going to put everything on influence for her. Oh, we have really bad Indiana though, and she's just going to buy this stuff out. We want to map embargo, okay. Maybe we wanted to test our theory, right? It's been 2 turns actually, right? So that's why we're at 626, because I didn't check it last turn. But we technically want to spend... We kind of just want to spend as much money as we can on whatever. We are going to want rare metal foundry. Industrial processing, he'll trade for that. Signal core. We can trade that. Is there any other science we actually want from him? I don't think so. And there's no science we want from her. We could use the dust water she has, and the grass silk she has, and the moon leaf she has. We could do that by paying again, and influence is kind of the idea. So we just did those deals right there. Just pop in all these bonuses for now. And then next turn we should see more than a 5-point increase on our diplomacy. So it's 626. We'll see what it is at the start of next turn now. Now we can get alliances as well, which will give us a little bit more points per turn. But you really have to actively spend money if you want to get this stuff done. So we're up to 711, so we just gained 100 diplomacy points. Or, I guess, what, 75 or something like that, 80? About 80 points, yeah, 80 points exactly on buying, spending those diplomatic deals. It just sucks because now we can only trade with 2 people, because 2 people are wiped out. Which is going to make it harder because we just need to spend influence on deals. We just need to like spam that. An alliance, you don't really want an alliance. What can I give you for that? Oh wait, that's more than enough. Okay, let's go back. Oh, you like hospitality, didn't you? There we go. We're alliance now. You aren't really thrilled with an alliance. That's okay, I understand. But now you are willing to do so. And again, next turn now we should be getting, I guess it's not even updated for the Alliance yet. It's interesting. Now if you look at Diplomacy, right, it's not going to change this turn, but 711, let's see how much that bonus boosted us up. Okay, it's literally right there. Oh, it's slightly further over at least, but still pretty close. Not gonna complain. Did I assign Save a Blade anywhere? I didn't, did I? Nope. Whoops. Okay, put her in the city. Now she just goes and checks this out. Maybe I need to go take out some of his units. I don't think Red had lost that much. Red is losing territory, isn't he? I need to go help Red. So the Legend of the Three, right now, I need to go back and research that with the hero unit and 2 units, but now I can equip her with Shot of Cariol. Now she looks a lot more dangerous, does she not? I will give her this as well for right now. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 more Harmonites. Just like 2 turns. I'm gonna retrofit all of these. And then our other armies going to need to go get their hands dirty too, aren't they? Okay, so we're actually going to send you guys up to meet up. We're going to send a pair of armies at them. Mining rates isn't so great in this particular case. Automated production needs more adamantium, which this city won't produce. It just produces palladium. We're already getting 2.5 each. 3.5. I guess because of something with winter. This probably has to do with winter. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. I'm getting these armies ready to go. I'll take the fight to the necrophages. We'll just buy out new buildings over there as we can. Diplomacy 846. Jumped up to 34% there. Chosen leveled up. You know, it might come to the point where I just like spam deals just giving them stuff over and over again. It's going to be a bit ridiculous. You need to get over there. You are almost done, but not quite. I'm gonna rush this a little bit first, then we'll get back to that. Sable Blade is just waiting. 2 more turns. The next location is down there. Let's just go send Sable Blade. So they're proliferators and such. They have those necro drones. Our army bait. One of the annoying things is we're not going to be able to upgrade without going all the way back over. Unless we take one of his cities just to hold it. Which might be a wise move. I would have preferred not to go on conquering stuff, but with the necrophages, it's not like we can peacefully coexist, right? Circle levels again. We give him extra production for a change. Okay, we're sending you 8 over to here. Okay, and you are up to date. You guys are up to date, so that works out. Let's just collapse and take out this army. It's probably a smarter thing to do. So we need more glass steel. Do you have glass steel, sir? You have some. How much glass steel do you have? You have a lot. You don't really like the idea, but we're down to 16 for trading. That's almost kind of worse for me, in a sense. That deal's barely costing us any influence. Is that just because we're in alliances that actually makes it harder to spend stuff? That's kind of hilarious if so. We don't have much adamantium either, but there is some on the marketplace. I'm just gonna buy you there, so you know what's screwed. We're just gonna say yes. I'm glad to get the mining rights. And we can get the Alchemic Institute. You know what? Let's go for it. Alright, this would also be important to do, to get up these. So we're having our 2 armies of 8 about to collapse on the necrophages here. I mean, this is gonna hurt a lot, but we need to stop the necrophage advance. We have foragers and the guardian that we were attacking. He's probably going to retreat. Yeah, he retreated. And so loses half of his HP. I can look at that. You're just chilling over there. It's the world against the bugs. How am I not reinforcing that? I guess the angle's slightly different. That sucks. Okay. See, I don't